What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Figured I'd just make a short video real quick because it's pretty sad whenever you have these people who could possibly lead our country, and now this is only one side of one thing. But you gotta be acting like children. I'm watching this. It's the fourth Republican debate, which I miss, which I've tried to watch all the debates, but I want to show you a little bit of it, talk about a little bit of it, try to make a real short, quick video. But this is freaking sad. Like, are we in freaking elementary school? Are we in elementary school? Or are we freaking adults? Don't sit here and tell me not to interrupt you whenever you're sitting there interrupting them and saying you didn't interrupt them when you did interrupt them. And when you can't answer the question, just say, I don't know. Don't sit here and go on a whole rant about something that don't even have to do with it. Boy, I tell you, these people here, there's three of them I don't even think should be on the stage anymore. One of them I thought should have, but not anymore. Check this out.
At that time,
yes, this is on YouTube.
The provinces in Ukraine, sitting with his smart-ass mouth at Harvard. That's what was going on. And so, the fact of the matter is, and back then he was a Democrat.
He shouldn't be there.
The fact is that all he knows how to do, all he knows how to do is insult good people who have committed their lives to public service, and not
she should be there.
That moves the ball down the field for the United States.
Welcome back to the Republican primary debate live on News Nation from Tuscaloosa. We are now going to go to the crisis.
But, like, why are you taking shots at each other? Yeah, you might want to say a little bit about this first record, that, whatever, but why are you taking shots at each other? Why aren't you telling American people what you're going to do for them and then actually freaking do it? I'm tired of looking at freaking children on a damn stage that get idolized like they're celebrities, which celebrities don't even damn matter either, but you all suck. None of you answered the questions. All of you need to go to hell. I mean, seriously? This is the best we have to offer? We can't have anybody else? No, the problem is why we can't have anybody else is the people that should be on that stage, the people that should be running, don't want to, because they don't want power over people. These people want power over people. Wanting power over people is a bad thing. That's not a leader. There's only one person right now that I might even consider voting for on that stage. And DeSantis ain't it. So I guess you can guess who is. It ain't the other two either that I said shouldn't be there.
On the southern border. Polls show and the crisis are among.
Let's skip ahead a little bit because I don't want to hear all that shit.
DeSantis, I'd like to start with you. You have pledged to send the military to the southern border on day one of your administration with orders to shoot, quote, stone cold dead anyone illegally entering with a backpack that you believe contains fentanyl. Critics have called this a shoot first, ask questions later policy that would amount to extrajudicial killing. You are a former military lawyer. Why do you think this idea of yours would be legal?
The drug cartels are invading our country and they are killing our citizens by the tens of thousands every year. We had a situation in Florida. There was an 18-month-old baby that was crawling on the floor of an Airbnb rental. There was fentanyl residue on the carpet and the baby died. Is this acceptable in this country? I know the elites in D.C., they don't care. They don't care that fentanyl's ravaging your community. They don't care that illegal aliens are ravaging our community and overwhelming our community. The commander-in-chief not only has a right,
What's funny, and see, I used to really like Ron DeSantis, but what's funny is he talks about the elites in D.C. while letting their money fill his pockets. So, and by the way, I'm not doing any of this research for you. I'm just a dumb country boy. I can find the stuff, you can find it. So, get off your ass and do the work.
a responsibility to fight back against these people.
And does that mean shooting first?
It means you're gonna categorize them as foreign
See?
terrorist organizations.
See? Right there. Does it mean shooting first? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? You still talk about other shit. Yes or no?
See anyone walking down the street, they all had man dresses.
Shoot first or no?
Someone had a
Still talking about other shit.
attached or not. And so you had to make a judgment based
Freaking
on
ridiculous.
intelligence, based on positive identification. But we're going to be able to get the intelligence on these cartel people. And here's the thing. If we had a wall across the southern border, which I support, this would not have happened. We need to build a wall across the southern border. I'll get it done, and I'll make Mexico is supposed to pay for it. Remember, here's how you do that. I am going to have fees on remittances from foreign workers when they send the money back to foreign countries. We're going to tax it, and we're going to build a wall with that. So yes, you should have had that.
So you're going to tax illegals' money that are in this country illegally and don't report any of that stuff anyway?
I'm not going to sit there and allow mothers to lose more kids because of fentanyl overdose. I am not going to sit there and let sex trafficking go unabated or human trafficking go unabated. There's going to be a new sheriff in town, and these drug cartels better buckle up.
Ambassador Haley, you have pledged to catch and deport all migrants who are here in this country illegally, but then you said in
I don't want to hear from you anymore because you constantly change your opinion and it's not based off anything useful. Jump ahead. I don't want this to be freaking long as hell, but let's jump on ahead. I don't know what's even being talked about here, but
any regulation that fails the test of West Virginia versus EPA, which is the most important Supreme Court case of our lifetime, that said if Congress didn't delegate that to an administrative agency, then it's unconstitutional. These are seismic changes. These are big changes that the next president can deliver without asking Congress for permission or for forgiveness. And I want people to understand that distinction, because people have been sold myths by politicians for a long time saying, I'm going to work with Congress to do this or that. Much of what you've heard on the stage from the other politicians fit that description. They need Congress. The things that I'm promising you, this is what the leader of the executive branch gets to do under Article 2 of the Constitution.
Thank you, sir.
Cut down the bureaucracy.
see,
That's how we
cutting off is talking.
and put the Federal Reserve in its
They
place.
keep doing that to Vivek or however you say his name. They keep cutting him off,
15 seconds, Governor
So
DeSantis.
one of the dangers
but let other people talk.
Biden wants is a central bank digital currency. They want to get rid of cash, crypto. They want to force you to do that. They'll take away your privacy. They will absolutely regulate your purchases. On day one as president, we take the idea of central bank digital currency and we throw it in the trash can. It'll be dead on arrival.
Gotta get a break to have a whole second hour to get to. It's exciting. And when we come back, we've got a big
Oh
subject.
my God, it's so exciting.
Say,
No, it does nothing but piss me off because we got a bunch of losers on stage that can't run a damn country.
My opinion as a parent, Megan, and I get to make the decisions about
My
my
opinion
children,
is you need to
not
quit eating
anybody else.
cheeseburgers.
And every parent out there who's watching tonight, you start to turn over just a little bit of this authority, the authority they're going to take from you next, you're not going to like. I'll stand up for parents each and every time.
So there are laws banning smoking or drinking by a city.
I have a follow-up question for him, and you guys are going to get to weigh in, okay? Here's my follow-up question. You talk about parental rights. Let's talk about them. When you were governor in 2017, you signed a law that required new guidelines for schools dealing with transgender students. Those guidelines required schools to accept a child's preferred gender identity, even if the minor's parents objected. And it said that there is no duty for schools to notify parents if their son or daughter changes their gender identity, allowing this serious issue to remain a secret between the school
I'm not sure if it's
and
true
the
or not,
child. How is any of
but
that
That's,
pro-parental
by the way,
rights?
that's simply not true.
he should answer the question instead of saying not
That's
true.
simply not true.
Answer how it's not true.
That law was put into effect in 2018 and regulated in 2018 after I was
You
out of
mandated
office.
the guidelines.
No, we did not, Megan. We did not issue those guidelines, and you're wrong about that. Simply wrong. I have stood up each and every time.
So I think if this
On
is
school choice,
I've done a lot of flip-flopping and a lot of
I stood
backstabbing.
up every
I
single
would say
time
stood up.
for parents to be able to make the decisions for their minor children.
But parents,
Every single time, parents should make those decisions. And by the way, you know what? Every once in a while, parents are going to make decisions that we disagree with. But the minute you start to take those rights away from parents, you don't know that's
You cannot take them. That's the thing that none of you get.
as a parent, you do not have the right to abuse your
You are running to work for us.
This is mutilating the
That's what I think too. It's like all of the politicians, the ones running, the ones not running, the ones currently in office, the ones not in office, all of them. You know who they work for? You, me, the American people. So they're essentially doing a job interview right now to try to be the president of the United States. But the president of the United States still works for you, works for me, to make this country better. And none of them do it. It's freaking sad. I get tired of watching kids on stage fucking run their mouths. They suck. They're terrible. They're getting worse. I don't like these debates anymore, but I wanted to weigh in my opinion.
In Europe, like Sweden, once they started doing it, they saw it did incalculable damage. They've shut it down. I signed legislation in Florida.
Alright, I'm done watching. I'm done watching. Alright, everybody. I just wanted to rant a little bit because our government's full of elementary school children that ain't worth a damn and should not be allowed to run a damn pencil factory. Much less what they're doing now. That is their job application, and I have to say, application denied. Shit sucks. Go back. We'll figure it out ourselves because apparently they're not capable. They might be very smart, but they're also very dumb. Any of you have ever met somebody like that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you have not, don't know what to tell you. But that's a little rant excerpt of the fourth Republican presidential debate. The Democrat debate's also a disaster too. It just happened to be this was the one I was watching, so I decided to do this. Maybe one day we'll get somebody worthy of being the president again, but the more I watch, the more I get disappointed, pissed off. And I don't want any of them. I don't want nobody. Nobody 2024. We'll figure it out our damn selves. Nobody 2024. We'll figure it out our damn selves. Thank y'all very much for watching. Sorry I'm a little bit ranty and talking in circles, but I'm frankly annoyed. Alright, y'all. Have a good one. We'll see y'all next video. Peace out.